Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dave Yourself channel, episode 38.
All right. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate everybody that wants to continue to clap. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome to episode. All right. Thank you very much. Welcome everybody to episode 38 of After Dinner with Dave. It's an RC therapy session for any of those that have an RC addiction, just like I do. So welcome to the show tonight. Let's get into the show a little bit. As you saw by the title card, I happen to be using the Stream Deck a little bit more, so you're going to get some more Stream Deck stuff going on here. But there is a ton of stuff that this particular thing can do. It has 15 buttons on it, but I literally have probably 50 plus different things plugged into it already just by using folders and stuff. So the 15 button is plenty if you can get your hands on a decent one. So that's good stuff. And boom goes the dynamite. Speaking of that, but it's more than just sound effects. Let's get into that chat a little bit, though. Let's talk about as you know what. Let's come on in a little bit. Why don't you guys come in a little bit? There we go. Isn't that better? Doesn't that feel more comfortable, more personal? There we go. Let's get into that chat a little bit, though, and let's see who's in that chat so I can get into some hellos and things of that nature. So first off in the bat, looks like we got Randy Hardy in the house. So thank you so much, Randy Hardy. It looks like you are the first one in the house. So if you happen to win in bingo tonight, sir, you are a double prize winner. Mike SSI, thank you so much for being here as well, sir. And Randy BRC, hello, sir. Thank you so much. Spencer Keith, hello, sir. Jeff in Lower Alabama, there you are, sir. Hello, good to see you as well. Boss223 is in the house. Good to see you. Looks like I got everything RC in the house. Good to see you, Liam. Thank you so much for being here. Who else do I got going up here? Oh, there's a big jump in the text in the chat here. Looks like there's a bunch of people that just popped in. So let's see, who else am I missing out on here? Everything. There's Wild Bill. Hey, how you doing, Wild Bill? Promote us. How you doing, Luke? Good to see you, sir. Mike SSI. There's my mom in the chat. Hello, Mom. Everybody give Mom a thumbs up in the chat for being around. Victory RC Jets. Thank you so much for being here, sir. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that as well. And let's see, we've got anybody else? Dwan RC Smith RC is in the house, and looks like we got Pilot Jerry's in the house. JCB67 is also in the house as well, and Rich M is in the house. And who else? Is there anybody else I'm missing? Randy Hardy. Did I already say Randy? If not, hello, Randy. Good to see you. Thank you so much, everybody, being here. I greatly appreciate that. And boom goes the dynamite for all of that. And let's give you guys a round of applause for being here. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that.
And here is the boom voice that goes along with that as well.
All right. All right, so I have a lot of buttons going on here and all kinds of neat stuff that I wanted to show you today. So again, let's come on in a little closer. There we go. All right, good. Nice. All right, so I've got a bunch of stuff for you today. I do have Joke of the Day. I've got a couple of those for the day today. You may notice that I'm also using my headset here, so let me know if the sound is coming through okay, too loud, not loud enough, that kind of stuff. I do still have the big gold microphone, but I'm just trying to shake things up a little bit here coming in November. Speaking of November, it is No Shave November or No Nut November. I'm choosing the No Shave November option, sort of. I'm going with what you see going on right here, kind of a little mustache thingamadoo here, and then a little thin line right here. I'm calling it the Biscuit Eater. All right, do with that what you will. So anybody who wants to join in solidarity with the Dave Yourself channel and grow yourself one of these as well, feel free to take a picture of you growing one, and we'll see what we look like at the end of the month. So how are we doing here? Best sound yet, Dave. Great. Thanks, Jeff. Glad to hear that. I have really been tuning in. Plus, another bonus and another thing for the show, so we should not have any issue with any of the lagging or anything like that for the first time, because my Wi-Fi router and stuff is in the apartment, which is about, 100 feet from where I am doing the show. I got myself a 100-foot long Cat 5 cable, so I'm actually plugged in today. So, hey, we should not have any particular issues with that. And I even moved a bunch of videos and stuff that I had on my laptop off onto hard drive, kind of stuff. So hopefully, smooth like butter. Get out your toast. It's going to be smooth like butter. Hopefully. Hopefully. All right, so let's see. I do have a bunch of other things. So yeah, I've got bingo. I've got an updated bingo list coming up. Let's take a look at the old phone here. Let's see what else I've got. I did add Jeff Adams to the bingo list. Moved him to I-18. I did see that Michael Reitza is actually already on that list. So, Michael, if you happen to be in the stream here coming up, just so you know, you are on that list. And let's see, is there anything else I wanted to go over? Let's see, I do have a noggin scratcher. Like I said, a couple Jug of the Daves. Let's see. No word of the Dave today. No word of the Dave. But I do have a couple little things. I got a couple little video type teasers and some other things that I'm using to just kind of show you. I want to show you how this whole stream deck thing's coming along because it does have a lot of stuff. So like if we don't get a bingo winner tonight, right? All right, and then I got a whole bunch of folders for a bunch of stuff like background sounds, like say we want to be in the forest. Yeah, right. Pretty nice. Say you want there to be a waterfall. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's pretty great, right? All right, so we're going to turn that off. So there's all kinds of neat things. Then, of course, you've got all these neat sounds in here. Perhaps that you would like to hear me sound like a chipmunk.
Because that would be just a stinker.
Okay, that's enough of that. But you get the point. I got a whole folder full of voices. I got a whole folder full of, like I said, background sounds. I got a whole folder full of sound effects, such as something like this. Right? All right. And then, of course, I think we may use this when we're doing bingo later. Time the ball to come out. Yeah, that's pretty great. Then we got all kinds of other stuff. This has got a ton of stuff. There's only so many I wanted to put on here to bore you with, but here's this. Oh, yeah. All right, and then you got this. Just kind of a little background sound. Another one. Oh, yeah. Kind of like a DJ over here. Speaking of DJ. All right, so here's this. Now check this out as far as sound effects. You can actually put buttons together to make yourself into a DJ. Check this out. So here's one sound. There's that. Then you got this. Right? Okay. Then you got this. Right? Now watch when you add them together. Pretty great, right? So you know I've been having a fun weekend with this thing, let me tell you. So anyway, I've got all kinds of stuff coming up for us tonight, so appreciate you guys sticking around. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for everybody being here. Speaking of everybody being here, let's get back into that a little bit so I can catch up with whoever else is new in the hoose that I haven't said hello to so far. Let's say I left off at Matt M. We'll get into that chat screen a little bit there. We're getting left off at Matt M, Randy Hardy, Jeff in Lower Alabama. There's Wild Bill, George Watts. There we go. Hey, George Watts, good to see you, sir. Hanger 51, Kenny, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for being here as well. Let's see, and who anybody else new in the house? Muskie Bob is in the house. Look at that. Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here, Muskie Bob, and I appreciate you having my shirt on in your video, and I went ahead and gave you some props on that one of my posts. I hope you appreciate that as well, and I know you did because you said you did, so thank you so much for that. And for that, I'm going to give you a little bit of smoke machine and a boom goes the dynamite. And speaking of boom goes the dynamite, all right, so I've got some other things that I wanted to say thanks to. And speaking of wearing my shirt, I wanted to say thanks to Jeff in Lower Alabama for wearing my shirt during his stream earlier this week. So thank you so much for the support on that, Jeff. And speaking of support, I wanted to give a shout out to some of my new subs. And some of the new subs that I have recently are people such as Diecast Dave. So thank you so much. I know you're not in the stream and none of these folks are, but in case you are and you hear your name getting shouted out, then we've got John Wendell, we've got Chris 275, then we've got Dalamil Kutek, then we have David LaFlamme. There's Pilot Jerry. Look at Pilot Jerry right there, Jerry Willifong, and then Big Daddy Fly Guy 37. So we've got that as well. So thank you so much to my new subscribers and my current subscribers, current viewers, and hopefully new viewers coming out soon. So we've got that. So another thing that I had going on in one of these folders. And then let's see, what else do I have going on in these folders? Oh, yeah. So I wanted to show you, you may see this E-flite F-18 that I have behind me. Well, I wanted to kind of show you I'm kind of doing my own little Dave dots on it. They're nowhere near as good as Papa dots, that kind of stuff. But my own Dave dots. But I didn't necessarily want to grab the plane and show it to you. So I put a little something together, and I've got it on the push of a button. So check this out. Right? Not too bad. All at the push of a button. Did take a little production to get it to the button, but hey, not bad, right? So it gives you a chance to, see a little something that I got put together. And I got that in a little file I call show clips. Let's see. I got some other show clips here. Oh, I do have a noggin scratcher for you. And let me go ahead and put this out early because this one actually has a prize attached to it. Okay. So we just went ahead and clocks fell back in the areas of the United States and the planet where people actually do the whole daylight savings time thing. So we just went ahead and moved our clocks fell backward an hour. So now the sunset for me now tonight was like at 5:37 p.m. where yesterday it was like at 5 or 6:39 or whatever. So now tomorrow the sunset will be 5:36, and then after that 5:30. And so on. So my question in the noggin scratcher is, how low does that go? What time, and maybe possibly even what date is it? What date is it where that stops going low and now starts going up? All right. So if it's at 5:36 tonight, sunset, 5:35, 5:34, when does that stop? What date is that? And then when does it start now crawling back up and then getting into the long summers eventually? So there's a noggin scratcher for you. So the first one that can put the answer in the comments, go ahead and put asterisks on each side of your answer. First one to put that in the stream tonight will win. You're going to win something great. I'm not sure what that is just yet. I have a pretty good idea. Decals, multi-tool, that kind of stuff. But probably something out of the bingo prize. Just because I think it's a good idea. So anyway, that's the question. What date? We'll just make it simple. You don't have to know the exact time, but when you're researching it, you'll find the date. What date is it when the sunset stops getting earlier and now starts getting later? What date is that? First one in the stream to put that in there, you win yourself a prize. Hey, Aerospace Matt's in the chat tonight. Hey, Aerospace Matt, thank you so much, sir. And I appreciate your text that you sent to me as well. Aerospace Matt had sent me an idea, and it's funny, Aerospace Matt, you can even ask promote us about this. You can ask Luke about this. Aerospace Matt sent me a thing about the stomp rockets, the little air rockets that you Nerf jobs you put and then you stomp on your foot and then the air shoots them up, using that as like an anti-air defense kind of thing against EDF jets. Well, at the Bigfoot event, I actually did have 2 of those push rockets, like hand launch jobs, just like that. As a matter of fact, it's the little missiles that I loaded on the side of the Trojan T-28 1.1 meter that had the whistles on them. So I actually brought those in like a tripod zip case kind of thing, like they were like their own John Wick type weapon. Throw it on the table, zip it out, pull these 2 things out. And I did have 2. So I'm way ahead of you there. I had handheld air defense artillery. And I tried to get Promotus Luke to help me out with that. He was slightly tempted, but he was still just getting to know me a little bit. He wasn't sure what kind of craziness he'd be needed to be in. I see Boss 223 putting his answer in as December 21st. Boss, I don't think that's the correct answer, sir. So we're going to keep that up there. If you happen to have some backup on that, let me know. Hey, speaking of some other new folks in the shouty chat right after Aerospace Matt, we got John Piper. Hey, John, appreciate you showing up tonight in the stream. Thank you so much, sir. I don't know that you've been here in here before. Randy B said it first, December 21st, December 21st. Everybody's saying December 21st. All right, so let's get to the noggin scratcher. And here's what I found. So maybe we're finding different information, but here's the noggin scratcher. And what date does this actually change? And here's what I found. December 7th. And here's the information right here as to what it was that I found. So daylight's 21st is winter solstice, but the days will actually begin to feel a bit longer 2 weeks before December 7th. So I was talking about when the actual time frame starts to get different and not the actual length of the day itself. So you're talking about winter solstice about that. So technically, you guys are right, but the answer we were looking for there was December 7th. And the reason we're looking for that is because I already made a card for it. So that's the way we're going to go with that one there. But congratulations to everybody that did say December 21st, because clearly that is also part of the answer. So thank you so much for everybody playing on that particular one. And if I happen to have a December 7th that happened to pop up, anybody, uh, Iron Marshall, I'll show it because it's that's just the thing between you and Kenny. TNRC pilot, get back to that. Hey, Gene, how you doing, sir? Good. Thank you so much for being here as well. And who else do we have in here? GB Linden, thank you so much, GB. Thank you so much for being here. And Reckham Roy, let's see, Reckham Roy, thank you so much for being here. No shout out from Susan this week, Reckham, but you did see it from last week. I saw your comment. So yeah. So anyway, so that's what we were talking about with that. But with other things I do have is, does Shadow Ops happen to be in the house this evening? Has anybody heard from Shadow Ops? Because I know he happens to like the next thing that's coming up, and it's Joke of the Dave. You know what? I've got two. I'm gonna give you just the first quick one, just to give Shadow some time to pop in. All right. So first one here is Joke of the Dave, and Joke of the Dave is, so I accidentally changed my GPS voice to male, and now it just says it's around here somewhere. Keep driving. And that is Joke of the Dave. Thank you very much, everybody. I didn't say that they'd be good, just said they'd always be free. You're welcome. All right, you know what? I know you guys like it because I can. Oh, there it is. It's a delayed laughter. You finally got it. All right. Well, that's fair enough. All right. So let's see what we've got here. Hey, Quinn Parks is also in the house. Thank you so much, Quinn, for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Looks like we actually have 24 concurrent viewers. So cheers up to you guys on that. I'm just drinking Milo's lemonade tea tonight. So nothing crazy, but if you guys are holding, go ahead and turn one up a little bit. Wet the whistle. All right, so let's see. I saw that there was a question that came up in here, and let me shoot on back up there for that real quick, because I think that came from John Piper. John, what are your thoughts on the Mavic 3, and when and will you be getting it? John, couple of thoughts. So I do not have any specific thoughts on the Mavic 3. I've seen some videos come across my feed. I have not specifically looked at those. I am not specifically a DJI guy. I've kind of told this story before where I've worked with some roofers and stuff that have had that, and while I'm waiting for them to boot it up and there's some new update that they didn't know that they needed to upload, so we wait 45 minutes for them to do their roof inspection kind of thing. I've always been a unique product fan. As a matter of fact, I've got a little something for you here in a bit to kind of highlight that. But I've always preferred the unique brand. So as far as the DJI product, I am not the guy to ask on that. But I want to say I do know that folks like C Mafia, I know he's a big Mavic guy. I've seen him use his Mavic. He got some good stuff over there. I think he's using the Mavic 2 or the Pro or something like that. So he gets the good stuff. So he'd probably be a good one to ask. And maybe even, I'm not sure. I think Dave Marshall also flies DJI. I'm not sure. Dave, you'd have to tell me on that one and tell me if you thought that was if that's something you have. But I am not the guy to ask on that. But I do appreciate you asking, John. So thank you so much. Quinn Perks, thank you so much for being here, sir. Thank you. Brian Chambers, I think I said hello to you, but in case not, hello to you, sir. McDale, look at McDale. Good to see you, sir. And what is he saying? He is saying bingo. So it's boom, go the dynamite. Let's do some bingo, folks. All right, let's go ahead and get into this bingo list. I do have a updated bingo list. So here is that new bingo list right here. So you'll see that we went ahead and added old Jeff Adams there at I-18, but pretty much everybody else is on there is still the same. So go ahead and get yourself a good gander at that. And then we're going to go ahead and get into this bingo cam. And we've got the bingo balls all loaded back up in there. They're all in there. No duplicates, no repeats, no deletions, no leave outs, none like that. If you're on this list, your ball is in this bucket. Will your ball be called? That's the question. Let's go ahead and fire up some smoke machine action. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, speaking of boop, boop, I don't even need to do that. I can do sound effects. There we go. There's the bingo sound. All right. So back here we go. All right. So should we do the, let's do that long drive. Here we go. All right. I got to time that a little bit better, but You get the point. As a matter of fact, there's another ball in the hopper. I'm going to kick it out. There we go. No balls in the hopper. All right, here we go. All right, so who's our first bingo winner this evening? All right, all my O's need to get excited. All my O's need to get excited because this particular number is 070. 070 is what we've got right there. So who is 070? That is Just Enough RC, and that means that is Jude, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Jude, are you in the house, my friend? Jude. Is Jude in the house? I believe that is Jude. Whoopee cushion, Dave. Whoopee cushion. That's a good one. I need to add a whoopee cushion. I do actually have. I can hook you up with that whoopee cushion thing here in a second, GB. You have to give me a second on that one. I'll get that here in a minute. But yes, I can accommodate your request, sir. Not through the OBS, but I can accommodate your request. Let's see. Paper airplane. Oh no. Okay, so I'm not seeing him there. Okay, so 070, no 070, that's Just Enough. And like I said, I think that's Jude. If you guys haven't seen Jude's videos, he's the one that's got the FPV cameras inside his planes, and he flies FPV all the time. He's always got the little mirrors on the side of the cockpits, so you can always see what's going on. It's pretty funny. He's got good stuff, and he always puts like really, really kick butt music on there too. I don't know how he gets away with it. Probably doesn't have anything monetized. Probably doesn't care. I don't either, but at the same time, I hate seeing the yellow. Hey Jude, yeah, Beatles, yeah, that's right. All right, so no Jude, huh? All right, well, at least I have a face to go along with that sound. All right, so what else we got here? So I wanted to show you some other things. So I showed you that. Speaking of the drone thing that we were talking about earlier, I wanted to go ahead and show you this. I was trying to, the night before last, I had posted on just like a little video post on my YouTube thing about the cool pink, red, really cool sunset kind of thing. That was just me from my deck, but I knew last night it was probably going to be pretty cool too, so I was like, okay, I'm going to get the drone all together. I've got cameras mounted on it. Besides the 4K camera on it, I've got the Insta360 Go 2 on it. I've got the Go 1 mounted on the front, on the back, facing rearward, and this is gonna be good. Got the battery charging up. Took an hour and a half to charge up. Check it afterward, 99%. We're good to go. Get it outside the whole deal. Waiting. Orange sky, starting to get peach. Here comes, all right, let me go ahead and launch it. So I did that. And then what happened? Well, let me show you. I'm gonna empty. Let's get her going then. All right. Battery's no good. Damn it. It figures. Well, that sucks. All right, friends. So there you go. You saw I tried, and I did in fact check the battery, and it was in fact, like I said, at 99%. But the one fatal flaw I did not do, I did not individually check the cell count, and that's probably where the devil lied in the details. So the trick was is that I actually went to go grab the other battery and get it plugged into the charger just for today, obviously. But when I checked it, it was at 100%. So I was like, oh, crap. So let me try to maybe get this going. But by the time I get out there, you know how these sunsets last, they're gone. So by the time I had that thing ready to go again, it was gone. So there you go. I tried, and I just wanted to, even though it was only really a minute and so of actual footage from 3 different cameras, I was able to dave it up to make it at least something somewhat palatable. I saw the GB said that this video was giving him blue balls. I'm not sure what that meant, but I thought that was an interesting comment. I'm going to go ahead and let Brian Chambers comment release as well. Oh, you guys are funny. Hey, there's Michael right. So there you do, sir. How you doing, sir? Great so much for being here. I greatly appreciate that as well, too. Anybody else in the house as well? I'm not quite sure. Let's take a look and see. Don't happen to see. Let's see. We're at about 29 concurrent viewers right now. So, hey, huge house. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. And huge applause for everybody. Thank you so much for being here. A little bit more for you. And there we go. All right. Thank you so much for everybody being here. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So let's see who else we've got here. So what do you think about the new Habu SS pilots? That's a good question. One thing I can give you my particular opinion. I understand why they do it, but I'm a little disappointed that Horizon Hobby just like, hey, let's just take something we already have and make it a little different. I'm fine with that idea, and with the Habu, totally great idea. Make it 6S, sure, why not? Especially with the success of the Viper 90, the whole deal. But if you're going to do something cool that would really make things fly off the shelf, like with the new Night Radiant, they took the flight test stuff off of it, but they didn't really make it a different plane other than like the electronics on the inside. But they still didn't give you the chance to be able to control the lights from the controller, which the little UMX Ultrix, the little light kit comes with it. You can do it from the controller. So it's like, why don't they use the same light kit or same? So that's my opinion on that. So yes, I think it's okay that they bring that stuff out, but I think that they should also, like, I didn't check to see, does the Habu have lights? Does that, that I didn't check to see if it does that, because that would be, something I'd also want, something like that. And I also haven't checked the price just because I haven't been in a plane buying opportunity. But back to what I was saying a little bit earlier, right before that, I see that we're at like 29 concurrent viewers. So thank you so much for everybody being here. We're at 21 likes. So if you haven't had a chance to like the video and you would like to, please do so, because if at the end of the video the likes matches the peak viewer count, then everybody in the stream will win, and I will let everybody know at the next show that everybody won. Last week we were up by 2. A week before that we were up by 1. So doesn't take much. So if you haven't had a chance to give it a thumbs up and you want to, please do. All right, so let's see. The fuse is beefier, so a little thicker. So they just make it a little. Is it bigger? Again, I haven't been in the plane buying mood really much at all. I've been putting together that balsa plane and doing some other stuff, and especially with the Stream Deck here, I've been kind of barely been geeking out more on that kind of stuff here lately, although I would love to do some flying. But I do have a project, and you guys may have seen that I've done a little post on that and a little bit of a little shout out as to a product that I am interested in doing, and it's something I've talked about before. And as a matter of fact, we can get into that here a second as well. And that is this right here.
Hey friends, welcome back to the Dave It Yourself channel. I'm Dave, and as you notice, I have my red apron on. And what does that mean here at the Dave It Yourself channel? That means it is project time. That's right, I'm finally going to move forward with this project, which is launching this F-15 64mm from E-flite off this Arma Felony while it is racing down a runway. And then I want the plane to take off from the car, circle back around, and land on this car while it's racing down the runway. I have some ideas in mind on how I want to make that happen. I've already started with some simple ideas, such as using earth magnets that were kindly donated by Sea Mafia. I have some of these located underneath the plane as well as the roof of the car. Now, what I was thinking is that I think the plane should sit about like that as it's going down the runway. And then from there, like I said, I do have some magnets there, so there's a little bit of a pull, but I need to build a cradle in the front, some sort of cradle rest in the back, and then maybe a little bit more of an extra adhesion system to make sure that it will land and stick when it lands, or at least not bounce too much and stay within the cradle. So I've got that project video series coming up. So if you're interested, please give me your comments in the comments down below and let me know what you think about that on the cradle system or the adhesion system or how you even think this is going to go. But I want to repaint this entire plane so that it matches the car. I'm going to go back to Dollar General, get some more of these U.S. Army stickers, and put these on the plane as well so that they match. And then we're going to get this cradle system built, and then we're going to take it down to a runway field somewhere, and we're going to get this thing launched and tested. And all I'm going to need is one other person to help me with that. But I think I should be able to scare somebody up. So if you're interested in that, please let me know as well, because I can certainly use the help, because somebody's got to drive or somebody's got to fly. Can't do them both. So until next time, I'm Dave. This is the project at hand, which is, well, I guess you could call it illegal since I'm doing it with a felony. Never said they'd be good, folks, just that they're always free. So until next time, E-flite 64mm, Arma Felony, Dave, we are out of here.
All right, I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. All right, I saw the note in there from Shadow Ops that he's eating dinner with the in-laws, so we don't necessarily need to wait specifically for Shadow Ops with regards to that. But I do think that it's probably time for... Ah, dang it, that's the wrong one. Is that it? Which is the one? No, that's not it. There it is. I think it's time we do some more bingo. I need to get used to that sound. All right, let's turn the other sounds off. All right, let's get back to the bingo. So let's get into that bingo list again so everybody can get a chance to take a look and see where their names are. And as I said, the only new addition is Mr. Jeff Adams there at I-18. And so we'll get back into that. And GB, so I don't know if you'd seen this because you weren't in, I don't think the stream last week, but I do have a smoke machine now. It's got some lights on. It's pretty cool, which comes with a little cool remote. But just for you, GB, on the other side of this remote, there's a different kind of remote. That's right. Oh, yeah. We got all kinds of sounds over here, and those are just for you, GB, so I hope you appreciate that. All right, so let's get into that bingo cam again. So let's get into bingo cam. All right, here we go. So let's give this thing a jigamajossimal, and let's get into that. Let's see, where's my sound effect with that long drop? Let's see if we can get this going. You know what? I've got a different, let's do some, let's do this. Yeah, all right. Here we go. And, all right, so here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh. My O's got to get excited tonight. It's hot for O's. Hot for O's. Because today, right now, we're looking at O66. O66. Who's O66? O66 is Steve Prater. Steve Prater. I think that is also somebody that does not happen to be in the stream tonight, so Oh, I tell you, Steve, that's 0 for 2 today, folks. 0 for 2. Dang it. All right. That won't stop us, though. That will not stop us. Will it? No, it won't. Cheer it on. That's right. Thank you. All right, so let's see who else do we have in the house. Maybe I need to say hello to and see if there's any other news questions in there. Also digging the Marty McFly jacket, Dave. Hey, I hope you like that. As a matter of fact, I was wanted to show you something. You may have noticed in that drone video that I was using the Tiger tray that you use for your DX controllers, but I happen to have the unique controller mounted to it, and thus I have. As a matter of fact, let's do page back, and let's do wide cam. Oh, I'm already on wide cam. Click, click, bam, bam. Click, click, ba-bam. Flying the drone. Zoop, 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 doop, doop. So, the Marty McFly. I'm glad you like it. And glad you really like it. Because there's a lot going on in the Marty McFly vest. Oh, so I appreciate you noticing the Marty McFly vest, even though it's not Halloween anymore. It's good to have Halloween type accessories at all times. All right, so there you go. All right, so who else we got going on here? Let's see, GB Linda, if he lives close to me, we'd make some epic videos. I do not doubt that. I do think that we do need to come up with a way for all of us somehow to maybe get a way to put some clips together, to put maybe some sort of grand video together, some compilation, kind of like what, maybe some sort of contest like what Jeff Lower Alabama was doing with the landings or something like that, but then maybe compile it all into one video that we can all post on all of our channels or something. I don't know. That would be cool. We just got to come up with that one thing that everybody's interested in doing. Maybe it's the biscuit eater mustache combo. Maybe it's not. Let's assume that it's not. Who else we got in the house? Hey, Keith Christie's in the house. Hey, Keith, thanks so much for being here. Greatly appreciate that, sir. Let's give you a boom. There goes the dynamite. So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that, folks. And what else we got going on here? You know what I know you guys are probably looking forward to? Some more voices, right? I think you probably are. Now, I did mention in the last show that I do think that there are some holiday-related some, so you may have noticed I used this one before.
Which is the deep overlord voice, which is actually pretty sweet. I like to use it when telemarketers call me.
All right. So but I do have this, which is actually Elf. So let's see what that sounds like together.
Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Santa's Workshop. Please leave your lists at the door and get a candy cane. Yeah.
All right, there's that. And then there's actually one called Santa. So let's check that out.
Oh, boys and girls, I know what you want, Timmy, and I know what you want, Sally, but you're both evil. Don't forget the milk and cookies.
Okay, you gotta admit, that's pretty sweet. Oh, you can really torment people with that. And then, of course, you've got classic science room helium.
Oh man, that stuff is crazy, man. Oh, crazy.
All right, so you got that too. And boom goes the dynamite. My list for Santa, planes. Heck yeah, no doubt. Where is Susan tonight, Dave? No Susan tonight, guys. I don't even have her little cue thing set up for this evening because, to be honest with you, I thought I was going to be short on buttons until I figured out how to do the folders and stuff, and now I've got plenty of buttons. I just forgot to add her back in, but I will let her know that you asked, and for next show, I promise next week, I'll have the Susan clip added back in. So Roy, make sure you stick around for that because she specifically calls you out. This is so funny. Sounds like butter. Yeah, no doubt. So there are literally, I don't know how many hundreds of voices, and I have probably like 15 programmed in here just in its own folder. Just ridiculous. So speaking of that, so we do have a lot of things coming up. So we've got Thanksgiving coming up. Not to throw this out here, I got my birthday coming up not this Monday, but next Monday. No big deal. And then Thanksgiving, and then we've got, of course, the Christmas, and then we've got New Year. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. And here, weather's starting to get cold, and I'm sure probably up northwest it may start getting cold up there as well. I guess you let me know about that, GB, if it's getting cold up there. And I think who else is up there where you are? I think Wreckham Roy's up there too, is he? If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so let me know about that. So here we go. Hey, we're currently at 25 concurrent viewers and 25 likes, so that's pretty great. Again, it's about peak viewers, and we were at 29 earlier, so we got to get those likes up just a tad bit. So if you haven't had a chance to hit that thumbs up button, please feel free to do so. It's still free. So let's see here. So Kenny, hey Kenny, as a matter of fact, I thought about you today because Jeff had mentioned it before that I kind of sounded like you when I was using the Echo voice because you're in your new Garage Mahal. So I did not put the Echo voice option on here just because I wanted to let you keep having it because that's your own thing, bro. You need a Vader voice. Well, there are. This is pretty close. I think Vader's pretty. Oh, wait a minute. This one may be close. Let's try this one actually. This one may be close.
Game over. Luke, I am your father. Now that's a little bit more robotic. Let's try this one. Luke, I am your father. That's not bad.
All right. So, as you can tell, can probably have a lot of fun with that. Having way too much fun with something like that, let me tell you. Let's see. So let's see. We've got a couple of bingos so far. 0 winners. Should have shaken the old magic 8 ball here, and I didn't because GB. You know what? Shadow Ops isn't here. Let's go ahead and shake it. Let's see if we'll get at least one winner out tonight. Bingo. All right, let's see what we can get here. All right. So the question for the Dave It Yourself Magic 8 Ball is, will we get at least one bingo winner tonight? Now, we're only down to one now, unless a ball flies out and we get a wild one. But let's see. All right, what do we say here? It says, without a doubt. Mate. All right. Without a doubt it is. I'll take it. You may also notice the Gen 8 here sitting on this sweet Grapico can. That thing's got some sweet travel on that front thing. So, yeah, pretty funny. So we'll do bingo here. And again, in just a minute, I don't want to spoil that right now. We're going to let the decision set in. We'll do that here in a second. But what we can do is go back, since Shadow Ops is going to be here, we can go back and do the other Joke of the Dave. That's right. All right, so this is Joke of the Dave. I got another Jesus joke for you, of course, because it's Sunday. Here we go. So we got an old man, Moses, and Jesus all playing golf. They get up to the first hole, and it happens to be a par 3, but it's an island water hole. So they go ahead and paper, scissors, rock, and Moses wins, and he decides to go first. So Moses hits the ball, it goes straight up, heads over toward the green, unfortunately falls short, goes straight into the water. The other two guys groan, but Moses pats it off, no problem, raises his hands, spreads his hands, the water churns, spreads. Moses walks out into the valley of the dirt, takes the second shot, bloop, right into the hole. The other guys clap. Moses takes a bow. So next is up, it's Jesus' turn. So Jesus goes ahead and he takes his swing. And sure enough, it seems long enough. It's heading up, and it hits the bank, rolls back in just below the water surface. The other two guys groan. Jesus just shrugs it off, no problem. Walks out across the water, takes his pitching wedge, digs it in underneath the water, and gets that ball out, and bloop, right into the hole. So makes it in 2. Finally, it's the old man's time. So the old man goes ahead and steps up to the tee, whacks it as hard as he can, and it goes sky high into the sky, but it looks like it's going to come straight down into the middle of the water. But before it goes into the water, a huge fish jumps out and swallows the ball. But before the fish can land back in the water, a huge eagle flies down and snatches the fish out of the air and swoops off with him into the sky. But before he can get too far along, a lightning bolt crashes off to the distance and scares the eagle, which causes him to drop the fish, and the fish lands on the green, and when it does, the ball pops out and goes into the hole. So he makes it in one. And Moses turns to Jesus and goes, I hate playing with your dad. And that is, my friends, joke of the Dave. Where's my joke of the day button? Oh, anyway. There's the joke of the day button. I don't know where it's at. There it is. Joke of the day button. Joke of the day button. There you go. I never said they'd be awesome, but I just always said they'd be free, so I hope you enjoyed that one. Oh, just enough. Oh, Jude, you're here. Oh, I tell you, he misses out just because he showed up a little late. Oh, Jude. Oh. Something to be said for being in the stream. You know, I'm only run these things for about an hour. So, and today was even an hour late. And the only reason I was doing an hour late, and you guys let me know if this works for you, just because I figured since we pushed the clocks back a little bit, it's getting darker a little bit earlier. I didn't want to, 6 o'clock, it's still kind of maybe duskish, so people might be trying to fly in that golden hour. So I figured if I push it out towards 7, probably pretty much be dark for most of us over here on the East Coast, and then, starting to get petering out dark as we start heading west. So let me know if the 7 o'clock is okay for you guys. I'm thinking it's working out pretty well over here. Plus, if I do get a chance to get a kick butt sunset, I have probably plenty of time to actually put it on the show before we hit air. But that did not occur tonight. No clouds in the sky. You got to have clouds because you got to have some atmosphere up there to make those colors happen. If there's none of that, then it's just the sun. And it kind of got peachy, but peachy. I want purples and all the other stuff. Peach is just, yeah. There you go. All right, so yeah, Jude, sorry about that, man, but yeah, you did miss it. We did call your first number tonight, but we do have a chance to call another number. So you know what, Jude, since you are here, I'm going to go ahead and put your number back in, all right? I'm not going to guarantee you're going to win, but I will put it back in. So let's go back into that bingo list so I can see which one is yours so I don't put the wrong one in again. So I've got, okay, you were 070. So let's see, 070. All right, Jude, so I'm going to do you a solid, brother, because I believe in my foamy homies. So we're going to go ahead and do the old put Jude back in there. 070. All right. So we'll just leave the other one out because we know the other cat's not here. Fair enough. I appreciate you watching the show. So just because you showed up late doesn't mean you don't get another chance. I think that'll be the rule going forward. If you guys show up even in the stream and you realize that you win without me telling you, then I'll put you back in the bucket. We'll go one more time. So, okay, let's get into that bingo cam, and let's get into rolling it up and see. Hey, you never know. Jude can win again. Let's do some magic smoke on it, because it did say we would definitely get a winner. Let's go ahead and smoke machine it up. Add some ambiance, and let's see, what else do I got here? I've also got some sound. There we go. Get back into the bingo music there. All right. All right, here we go. And booyah! Okay. All right, O's. Get excited, O's. It is an O kind of night, because right now this one is for O75. O75 is Jet XRC. Jet X is not here. Oh, Jet XRC is not here. I do not believe. Is Jet XRC in here? I will just check, but I'm going to say no. Jet X is one of my newer subscribers, but from a couple months ago, and he was in here, I think, for a stream or two, but I guess it just was not his flavor, which is totally possible. I am not the flavor of everybody's choice, and that's totally fine. Foamy Homies is a great channel catchphrase. Foamy Homies, that's right. And for the other folks that I also watch and like, but may not always be the most sweet people on the planet, those are my favorite air holes. So my phony homies and my favorite air holes. That's right. But yeah, phony homies. I had to have somebody else, I think, was it Motion RC, James over there, I said that on his chat, and he was saying something about that as well. Like, hey, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, maybe that'll be a new thing. Maybe we'll come up with new foamy homie t-shirts. Maybe that'll be the new David Yourself. On the back, instead of like a staff shirt, it'll just say foamy homie. And then nice going across the front, maybe. Who knows? I do still have the supplemental David Yourself shirt, which you guys may or may not be able to see too much of right there, but that's the supplemental shirt. Actually was designed by my kids, so that's actually a pretty decent shirt, and it does say nice on the back and has some other stuff going on there. And so if you guys happen to win bingo, a shirt is always an option. That is a very limited run, though. I only have like 6 of those shirts, so something to think about if you happen to win bingo. But as of right now, nobody's won bingo, and that is very disappointing. Let me tell you. Your 8-ball sucks nuts. It does, boss. That's exactly, you're right. Sometimes for a while that was pretty spot on, but here lately it has been dry as a dud. Yeah. So GB Mafia has 2 spots. Tool. Hey, Dave and everyone. Hey, Jet Tech Don. RC's in the house. Hey, Jet Tech Don. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate that. If you don't mind, while you're here, if you don't mind, hit that like button. I know that at one point we were at 29 concurrent viewers, which would most likely be peak viewers, and right now we're at 27 likes. So if I happen to get 29 likes, then everybody in the stream will win, and I'll let you guys know next week. And then you'll win like the decals and some other stuff from me. Everybody will get an envelope or something if you want it, of course. And you'll just have to send me your address to my the David Yourself channel at gmail.com. Or if you ever want to get in touch with me, of course, you do that as well. The David Yourself channel at gmail.com. I used to have that scrolling across the bottom of the screen, but I thought that was kind of, I don't know, maybe I should put that back up there. But anyway, so hey, I didn't know that you did Motion RC stuff whenever you get a spot where you get planes, or recommend you get a free wing plane. Not that I'll be flying any planes anytime soon, Matt, and I don't necessarily do Motion RC stuff, to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever purchased an actual plane or a vehicle from them. I think I purchased some accessories one time. But James lives here in Georgia as well, so I always like to support those folks. But as far as buying planes and stuff, as you can see behind me, all those planes are still in those boxes. So I don't need any more planes until I come up with until E-Flight or somebody like that comes out with a really great bomber that I just have to have. I'm fine. I still have 2 dang Arrows F-15 twin 64s, for God's sakes. I got one that I fly, and I got one hanging on the ceiling. So I mean, I got more planes than I know what to do with, man. That's one of my favorite planes. So yeah, it's just too much. But that's what an addiction is, right? It's too much. That's the way it goes. So yeah. So all right. So we have not done. Let's see. I only see 2 bingo balls there. Did we lose a bingo ball? Did I do that final bingo yet? I think we did, didn't we? Or we did not, actually, right? We still got to do one more bingo, right? That's what it was. I don't know what these are. We're putting those back in there. Yeah, because I just have 2 balls out. All right, so just enough. You still have a chance to win again. Let's try that again, because we're getting close toward the end time. So let's try that bingo list one last time so you guys can get a Giganderino in it. And let me go ahead and find my music so we can get into that. There we go. All right, back into the bingo music. And I think for fun here, we'll do, I think we'll even do squirrel bingo. So let's see about this. All right, and...
Squirrel boys. All right, everybody. Here we go. All right. That's what squirrel balls sound like.
All right, I'm not going to say the voice. I'm not going to say the number out. Let's turn that off. All right, so let's see what we've got here. All right, here we go. G's, get ready, because it's time for a G to win this one here. And this one is going to be a G54. And G54 is Aerospace Matt! What? Yeah! Holy smokes, Aerospace Matt is G54. Is that right? Well, I just called his name out. He better be. If not, somebody else and Aerospace Matt are winning. Aerospace Matt is G54. That does, in fact, seem to be the case. Aerospace Matt, I do believe you're in the house, so boom goes the dynamite, my man. Congratulations, Aerospace Matt. Let's give you some cheers as well. Are you still in the chat? That's a good question, actually. What? Yep, there you are. Yep, you won, my friend. You are G54, are you not? And I do believe you are, so congratulations. You are, boom goes the dynamite. Aerospace Matt wins. Something from the bingo box tonight. Finally. So, the ball was right. Again, I was saying, hey, sometimes that ball is right. All right, Matt. I'm not sure what I've given you here, Matt, lately. You know what? Since I haven't given anything away in a long time, and since Matt just made this comment to me about these stomp rockets, Matt, this gift is perfect for you. Not only are you going to get yourself a multi-tool from Atlanta Hobby, which is like one of these little credit card jobs that comes with all kinds of little cool tools and stuff on it. Not only are you going to get one of those, and you're going to get some of the new Dave It Yourself decals, but Matt, you're also going to get, because of your recent comment, Power Streak rocket launchers. That's right, Matt. Spring-loaded, handheld rocket launch rockets. That's right, Matt. This is what you're getting. This is a huge prize for the bingo bucket right now. And based on your comment, I think you're the kind of cat that can highly use something like this. So this is it. Here you go. You want some anti-air defense weaponry? There you go. Handheld, baby, right there. So Matt, congratulations to you. You are in fact going to win the Power Streak rocket launcher, including the armored, the multi-tool, and some of the decals. So congratulations to Matt. Congratulations, everybody, for Matt. Oh, Wreckham, it's a total show, is it? I believe it. Yes, it is. And it's boom goes the dynamite. So Matt, you know the customary deal. Please send me your address to the Dave It Yourself channel at gmail.com. If you don't mind referencing episode 38 bingo in it, so I know which one we're talking about. And then that way I can keep those all in place as well and try to keep up some of that thing for that. So yeah, just in time for Christmas, Matt. Whose stocking is that going to go in, Matt? I got a feeling, if I know Matt, and if you guys have seen Matt's videos, I think this thing's going to go in Matt's stocking. I got a feeling his wheels are probably already spinning on his end, like what he's going to do. If nothing else, you can always paper tape and hot glue these on the ends of a plane. As a matter of fact, I have these exact rockets mounted on the side of that F-16 that I tried to sell at the Bigfoot event that was still wrapped up in saran wrap. These are actually mounted to the side pods. So there you go. So I have, in fact, used them myself as well, friend. But I'm sure your wheels are just a spinning over there. So congratulations again to Matt. Very good with that. Let's see if there's anything else that I'm forgetting about or needing to talk about. Let's see. I've got my show clips. Let's see. Talked about the jet, the drone, the Dave Dots. Yep, we talked about that. Yep, all that. Yeah, we did in fact. Yeah, I think so. I think we're rounding that up. I did want to ask a question. Who happens to be enjoying the balsa videos of me putting together that stagger wing plane? That is a fun little project, let me tell you. I've gotten a lot of comments, and they're absolutely right about how it's so fragile. And then as you start to build it, it gets a little bit more rigid. But it's still just like that live bird. You know, you don't want to hold it too hard because those things are still all individual pieces, all glued in place, you know. So it's something else. So, yeah. Surprised that didn't sell. Jeff, let me tell you, once I lost my showroom there, because I had like stuff hanging from the little rafters and stuff, and you know, I had the plane staying off the side. I mean, like I'd even taken my 32-inch Roku TV. I was going to run power out there and just run some of my videos or stuff on it, just to draw people into the tent. So like I was ready to do that whole selling stuff, but once it all came a crashing down, it was like, then I had it just all stacked off to the side. And I talked to, I think it was Garrett, and his dad over there about maybe getting it, and I was going to sell it for a song, basically just to get it out of there so I didn't have to bring it home, but nobody ever bought it, and it's fine. It's an F-16. It's a 70 mil. It flies great still. That's the one that I did 122 miles an hour. 120 according to the GPS, but it's 2 miles an hour slow. But I did 120 miles an hour with that particular plane. So, I don't mind keeping it around for a little bit while longer. Hey, now we're at 31 likes, so that is fantastic. So last time I saw it was at 29 peak concurrent viewers. Is it possible to get more likes than peak viewer? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I don't know. I've never had that dilemma before. I guess we'll all find out together. And we'll all find out next week on the show. So, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. So one other thing I wanted to bring out to you again. So I don't know if you noticed this in the very beginning. This is the intro. And this is one of the things with the Stream Deck where you can add multiple things together. So this is just two things added together. But check this out. But under one button, this is my intro. You're here in the beginning when it just shows my title card. It's kind of like this engine starting kind of thing, and then that's when I would flip the card over into the intro card and then say, welcome to Dave Yourself channel, blah blah, and then the applause kicks in. So that's what that's like a multi-function button. Well, let me turn that off. That's a
Function button, and you can add as many functions as you want. So as soon as I learn how to add like spinny graphics or things like that, then there'll be all kinds of things you can add that you can literally no limit. You can have 100 different things under one button and just hit it, and you can time them out on how they come out. So who knows what's going to happen next week on the show, folks? It ought to be pretty interesting. So I
appreciate it. So let me go ahead and get that off. I noticed I had the voice mod on. Sorry about that. Oh, goodness. All right, so let me go ahead and turn that off. So anyway, folks, I guess we're getting ready to wrap it up. It's all YouTube numbers. Anything's possible. No doubt, right? No doubt. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get into that saying goodbye thing here. Let me go ahead and get some of the background, and I want to show you some more of that other music I had going on here. Let's do a little bit of a background something. All right. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and do the old say goodnight to everybody here because we are at the end of the show. And I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. So here we go with some goodbyes. So Jeff in Lower Alabama, thank you so much, sir, for being here. Greatly so much. Greatly. Always appreciate your time here. Boston 23, good to see you, Kevin. Thank you for being here, sir. Brian Chambers, thank you, sir, for being here. Hey, Lyndon Stewart, there you are, sir. I'm glad to see you. Sorry I didn't get a chance to see you earlier and say hello. So for you now, sir, hello and adieu, sir. Hope you have yourself a great week. Then we got Aerospace Matt. Aerospace Matt, big winner tonight on bingo. Absolutely fantastic. Boom goes the dynamite for Aerospace Matt. So good deal for that. Who else here? So don't forget, Aerospace Matt, send me your address to the DaveItYourselfChannel@gmail.com if you haven't already. Or you can just text it to me. I think you have my number. So that's fine too, either way. And then we got Reckham Roy in the house. Thank you so much, Reckham. I appreciate you being here, sir. And Just Enough RC, thank you so much for being here, Jude. And I'm sorry you showed up a little bit late, but hey, like I said, threw you back in there. Had another chance to go in for it. So thank you for showing up. I appreciate that. And I'll do that going forward with everybody as well, too. So if you show up late, we'll throw you back in there if we call you early. No problem. Randy Hardy, thank you so much. Jet Tech Don, thank you so much for being here as well. Let's see. GB Linden, thank you so much for being here, sir. TNRC Pilot Gene, thank you so much for being here, sir. Keith Christie as well, thank you, sir, as always, for being here. Mike SSI, thank you, sir, for being here. George Watts, how you doing, sir? Thank you so much for being here, too. Randy Butterfield, thank you, sir, with Randy BRC. I appreciate you being here, too, sir. Promotus Luke, thank you so much for being here, sir. Greatly appreciate that. Always good to see you, sir. Can't wait for us to get together and do some flying again. Mr. Brian Chambers, thank you so much for being here tonight. I greatly appreciated that as well. And let's see, Mr. Michael Wrightsa, thank you, sir, for being here, you crazy guy. Hope you're able to stick around for the whole night. And let's see, who else do we have here? Pilot Jerry Willifon, appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here, sir. Greatly appreciate you being here. And Wild Bill, appreciate you for being here, sir, as well. And let's see who else we got going on here. And Lyndon Stewart did say hello to you. JCB67, thank you so much, sir. Hanger 51 Kenny, thank you so much for being here. And let's see here. Who else? Quinn Perks was here. I appreciate you being here as well, Quinn. And who am I missing? I know I'm going to miss somebody. It's going to disappoint me and probably disappoint you too. And just know that it's not personal if it does happen. But scrolling up, I think I might have everybody. If I don't, just know that I'll shout you out next week. Be first in my chat next week, so I can definitely shout you out. So until next time, it looks like we're probably a bit ready to go here. Let me go ahead and end you out with a nice voice. We'll go with something. Let's go with this one right here. I'm not sure what this one is. We'll find out together. Here we go. So until next time, I am Dave,
And I am out of here.
all right, that's not bad. Until next time.